Welcome back, L127 here. So last time in our Factorio Space Age playthrough, we restarted a new base on Vulcanus and basically set everything up, including the big mining drills, the foundries, mostly the big mining drills for Nauvis, which I can then get some big mining drills here. That are substantially better than the electro mining drills. So, off-screen, I expanded my Nauvis base even further, and I decided to rearrange the trains, so it's going to be like this. So here's all the storage, and each storage will come with a full station, empty station, and what is going to happen is the trains that are full, they're going to if there are no available stations, so when a train comes from a mining station, and what I want to do is if there are any available receivers, directly go to the receiver station, like this one. It's going to directly go to the receiver. If not, if the destination is full, here is what is going to happen. So the interrupt, I think it activates when the train is about to leave the station, then it checks for the interrupt. So what is going to happen is if the destination is full or there is no path, most of the case is going to be that the fact that the receiver is full, and then it will go to the storage that is marked full. So this station here, and there are other trains that are said to be for if I need more trains, then I can easily set those up. So this is going to be going to stay on the station, and it will wait until the receiver, if any of the receiver station is emptied, and allowing one more trains to go to the that receiver station. As for each receiver station, I said that the train is going to only allow one train per station, so it doesn't jam up or jam up the entire train traffic. And there's also the same thing applied to the empty. I could possibly use the wildcard signals for this, though I would have to experiment more around the whole wildcard thing before I actually put this into use. For now, I just specify this for every single type of train. There are currently only 5 types that I have set up this for. Is basically the initial 5 that I set up this basic mold for. And here are the science stations. They are going to be I will work on the science later, maybe not this part though, maybe the next part. Anyways, So there are other train stations I set up for the whole train traffic thing. I plan to have petroleum, light oil, heavy oil, iron plate, copper plates, steel storage, electronic circuits, advanced circuits, processing units, plastic, stone brick, explosive, sulfuric acid, battery, rocket fuel, and the two types of engines, including the regular engine units, electric engine units, low density structures, and uranium ore, which comes in place later. And here are some of the stations that I plan to use. As you can see here, it's supposed to be something uh, for smelting iron ore to iron, and this one is going to be smelting iron into steel. Basically that. So the first thing is we probably need to get some iron mined up, some extra iron mined up. So let's get this started, I think. So here is going to be. Oh yes, there's a lot of things going, and I should also make some has a concrete. I believe I have some concrete. Gonna make too. Has a concrete. Oh what? There's no water. The mole is also going to be quick uh, in the future. So to be able to leave the space for the science lab I'm going to put up later. I will also remove this area so I can leave up for the cargo landing part in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna put these into the. Anyways, so here is a iron patch. I may have to. And then I'm going to. There's planned to be a solar station, a solar panel section, but for now, we'll go with this. So in this part, I plan to set up the whole train station thing. Getting everything set up, and then I will be able to set up for science later. So I then will be able to just directly put every material into the bottom without me having to do all of these things to get it to. Basically, we are not making those on site. We'll basically arrange most of the resources with trains. So the first thing is setting up an iron station. So here is it's going to be an unloading station here. We're also going to be setting this up for the copper and the steel. As for stone bricks, I want to make the station to be like this. There's a reason for that, but I should rearrange this maybe. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I definitely don't have a landfill to do that. Well, now I'm probably going to be setting the advanced circuits here. And I want this to be a solar station section. So I can then connect these paths later. Or maybe I can just set this to be advanced circuits. I don't know. Most of this is not really that certain, so things can change. Not sure about this. I should rearrange the way I do the rubber ports, but I will do that later. First, let's set up these few rubber ports. We'll drop these robopods, as I definitely need a lot of robopods for that kind of work. And I also need a lot of token sources. I may want to increase the storage on token sources if that is what happens. Well, we'll increase the storage for now, but we definitely need to somehow increase the production for that, if possible. And then the next thing I can potentially do to make this better is to set up robopods like this. I definitely not gonna have enough robopods for this. So that's why I just got my space platform to Factorio and collect to help me collect some help me get some robopods there. It's quite easy to get the robopods built up here. As I use recycled scrap, you get all three types, all three ingredients needed for robopods. And I also got some electromagnetic plants for circuit protection. So I also got some monolith explosives, big mining drills, robopods. So I want to save fish somewhere. I also set up for player logistics, which oh, it's not the way to do this. I also got the quality weapons and armor. So the armor gives out more inventory size and has a bigger grid. I also have some more uh, quality stuff here, so to improve the armor further. In the future, when I get access to the mech armor, which is a super expensive research, 5,000 electromagnetic science, along with the utility, but those with the utility shouldn't be a problem when when we start set up the science. It will be the electromagnetic science being the new bottleneck in the future. But 5,000 isn't too much of a problem. Consider when what's going to happen with the infinite research in the future. It's going to be at least like 10,000 or even 100,000. So 5,000 isn't too much. Anyways, I have a guideline for this. For my station. Here, we're gonna put a station template somewhere around here. And then I can easily copy. So say this is a iron receiver. So this is gonna be like something that I'm gonna put into iron receivers. This is also gonna be an iron receiver here. And then copper receiver here. It's gonna be a copper receiver station. It's basically something like that. I still need quite a number of locomotives to get it set up. Here, I'm going to increase the. I'm going to try to get more. And we can also set up for like iron plate delivery here. So it's going to be delivering. It's going to be taking iron plates from the station, and then a steel plate, steel delivery. So basically, omitted the plates on steel because there's no steel ore, only steel plates. And then we have a stone receiver there. And then here we can have a stone brick delivery. So the first thing is setting up smelters for what is needed. So, oh, just something like this will do. 48 is full bells of full red bells, and it's gonna be something like this. And I'm probably going to need to raise my capacity, my storage capacity on this significantly. I could also raise some other things like the blue arms to also 500. I think I got foundries, so I should also upgrade these foundries. And why you are I don't know why it is fast on the ground on that one. Thanks. As the foundries have the 50% positivity, they're very nice to have. So So the next thing I want to do is to be able to feed substate to be able to fit big mining drills nicely into a substation grid. So I then will be able to maximize the coverage on a sub with the maximum maximize the coverage on this. Alright, so that is going to be how I'm going to make this substation with mining. So the buffer is limited on both the unloading and the loading station. So to be able to decrease the buffer to the trains to set on this section to on a station to just store the things as buffer. I made it like this to be able to feed the robopods in the middle if it's a robopod block, then it will fit. I think it has the wrong angle. Asked about why, but perhaps. So the iron mining here is setting up. Then we can also set up for the other mining session. So this is more like this is also going to be it's probably going to be a solar section. So we at the we set the substation like this. There's only 2.8 million, so I'm not bothering with that. Now we low on steel chest. I definitely need a lot more steel chest buffer. Going to fuel these trains, these locomotives. Now I need a lot of rocket fuel. Oh, this never goes light oil. Yes. Yes. So let's see how we're gonna deal with this. We currently use 66 light oil per second. How much potential we have? Current clogging on petroleum gas. Light oil is going. Maybe it's because now we have fracked too much light oil. But if the light oil keeps flowing, we are supposed to get at least twice of what we have, basically. For now, though, I will be using speed modules to speed up the process. Because I need so much light oil. Rocket fuel. It will consume more power, but shouldn't be a problem. And that's though it will also consume more, produce more pollution. Also shouldn't be a problem. Here we have the iron mining ready. Then we can set this iron mining. Then I should also get some more trains for uh, iron mine, for iron ore. It's also going to be a case where I need to start to work on petroleum gas stuff. Petroleum is not an easy thing to deal with. I also got the. Maybe I should put this into a separate. Anyways, I also got the. As I am been heavily using substation grids, so I also had this oil processing for substation grids, which I plan to use here. Let's continue setting up the mining for the furnace for. It's relatively simple actually. So just repeat this inside present and build up. That's one row, and then we repeat the other rows. I want to make it symmetric. Absolutely have to make sure I use the balancer, otherwise things can jam up. And due to one wagon not full, because I set it to empty cargo inventory before leaving. It means that all the cargoes, all the cargo wagons have to be empty before that happens. And that's when the problems are going to show up. If I don't use the balancer. So absolutely need to make sure I use the balancers. And that's the smelting section. This whole thing can be copied to copper, 100%, but it needs some tweaks on steel. So Possibly, first I'm gonna copy the thing. And then I need to cut this part off as the other few things will also have to be cut. Because steel has to be processed, iron has to be processed twice to become steel. So we have to do this way. But other than that, we put the thing like this, and it's basically done. As for stone delivery, as for stone brick smelting, because they are faster compared to because the smelting rate is faster. For iron plate is 1 iron or 3.2 seconds. For stone brick is 2 stone, 3.2 seconds. So it's twice as fast. Only need 24 per belt. But I also get only half the. I also going to only have half the. Half the stone bricks compared to the other smelting processes, or like steel. Steel is really depending. Steel really depends on how much steel plate productivity we have. We currently have 10%. Here. That's from the research. But we can also use productivity modules here. But I don't want to use productivity modules besides stone bricks. As we later on can use the foundry. I currently don't want to use foundry because it needs calcite to get things to work. And I don't want to just launch rockets from Vulcanus to do that because that is rocket pod, and I don't want to just use rocket pods on this pod to supply it. I want to be able to establish self-sustainment on Nauvis for this pod. So later on, there is going to be an advanced asteroid processing, which we can then get calcite from asteroids. Not just the oxide asteroid chunks, but from every type of thing. Because we also have the asteroid reprocessing, we can reprocess the other types into the other types. And I don't know why oxide asteroid reprocessing is faster. It's 1 second compared to the other, which is 2 seconds. Anyways, then we can process the other two types into oxide. Then we can also crush them into more calcite, so we can get calcite for Nauvis, and then we can just get the calcite needed for these foundry recipes. We can also make liquid explosive on Nauvis without having to launch calcite from Vulcanus, basically. Anyways, time to work on the smelting for this thing. Smelting for Or actually, I should change the way. I should change it to this section. I want to pick up this section. And the middle section, we're going to leave a gap between. As this is going to be the road, it's going to be the pavement. Okay. And it's going to be something like this. And it's going to be applied to the other type, the other 3 rows. And that is the stoneworks. So that's the smelting. Now, as we are waiting for the let's see, how does it get from here? Everything is just 25. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, so we're just going to let's see. Just handing some big managers as time goes on. Should do it. Anyways, here we have the copper mining. So let's get this copper mining. I should have a copper mining. Copper mining. Here I just chopped off the trees. But this can be a bit tricky. Alright. Oh, I should use cuts. Let's see. Going from the other side. If that helps. If that helps, that helps. If not, then helps. Not sure about this. Yeah, it kind of works this way. I'll have to tweak it to be like this. Not the best looking, but it works for me. Potentially, I want to take those ore patches outside. Uh, how about this section? How's that going? Just let me take away the. I would also like to take away the unnecessary parts. This is getting a bit difficult to see clearly. What could I do here? Instead to get there to that, and then copy something like this, and then I should be able to get there. It also needs a balancer, but I will add a balancer later. Alright, so that is the copper. The copper is looking very weird. There is 24 compared with the 30. Not too many. Uh, Later on, as I plan to raise a lot of mining productivity, this shouldn't be a problem then. For this 24 to be able to feed the throughput of 120. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit before that happens. That's why we have multiple mining stations to cover each one. Not straight up wooden walker, is it? As for this one, is a bit tricky to think around. For that scenario, we'll just do something like this. I should try to squeeze two of these instead. and is 35, which is quite a bit. Shows this section. Let's do something like this. Alright. This is going to be another copper mining. As they're still going to be requiring me to get a lot of rocket fuel. I have the stone bricks, I have the steel, I have the farm strikers. It's definitely just the robots on the delivering fast enough. So let's raise the cap for this, or maybe not. Just raise the average to 200. So, or maybe it's just slow. Maybe. Yes. No. Just put a speed module on that. That should help a bit on that. For now, I'm going to set up the interrupts for the other types of trains I'm going to have, but I will do this off screen, so I will see you after I set up all the trains. Alright, so I finished the interrupts section on each section on each train group. So my next thing to do is I'm going to set up for uh, electric electronic circuits factory. So for electronic circuits, I will be using I will do a copy of this, but I want to do a Greek for this. Whatever. I will leave it as it is for now. This one should this should do it. Oh, they already have efficiency modules. But anyways, just for just in case. Um, this will be the electronic circuits. Alright, next is the oil processing. So the oil processing is going to be done, is going to be dealt with using with this substation grid oil processing. I just basically put four modules in this way. So it's going to be quite a bit. Oh my god. Yes. The travel platform is now good for the big miners. And there's going to be quite a bit of efficiency modules, oil refineries, pipelines, chemical plants. Anyways, for each module, it's going to be 16 oil refineries with four heavy oil cracking, 14 light oil cracking. So the cracking is controlled by how many light oil or heavy oil I have. So I will be able to save for some heavy oil and light oil if I have too much. If I have too much of a heavy oil, then I crack it. I have too much light oil, I crack it. And then it's it's highly flexible, so I will be able to add up more cracking if I want to. Uh, for the ratio that involves productivity modules, that is. Anyways, so that is how I'm going to deal with the. And we can start to. It needs quite a bit of throughput of oil to function, and I will be using two petroleum. I will be using two pumps for petroleum. One pump for light oil. Oh, that's heavy oil. No, we don't want that. So that's petroleum, that's light oil, and that's heavy oil. So that is the oil processing. It's going to take a while to set up. So the next is plastic. And I'm personally not gonna go with this place. I'll prepare for advanced circuits as well. I want to get to at least advanced circuits before I tear up this section, the new section. And prior to that, I also want to get more solar going before it gets a bit too late for that. And there is I left some Vulcanus here, without using also they can the biters cannot spawn. All of which are biters. All of them are biter spawners. No spitters because it's a bit more difficult to deal with spitter spawners compared to biters. So there are 14 of these. Though I highly doubt if I will be able to use all 14 of these before actually going for the placeable version, which is available way later. The captive biters one. Anyways, so the goal is to be able to store up the advanced circuits. And to be able to utilize all 20 trains to be able to increase the train to increase the storage with trains, so we can do a more global storage. On the commonly used resources like iron plates, electronic circuits, steel plates. We'll put the wagons for now, as it takes time for the wagons to be built. Might as well just put the wagons for these trains. Later on, we can start to work on getting more miners set up, and then we can really expand our mining, our production on every type of resource, like science production. What is this? Plastic. We currently don't have plastic, but I'm also going to do it now. For this part, I think I will finish up to advanced circuits. Then I will start to work on a transition bit of the bottom one. input wise, as the bottom is basically what I want to do. But I want to completely, I want to change the way I, uh, I take the resource from. Instead from the most uh, basic resources, processing, processing inside here. I want to process the materials, the more advanced materials somewhere else, like in a more universal form, in a more general form, a more global form put to deliver all of those resources using trains. Then here is going to be where the resources are going to be delivered from to. And the robots are going to take the resource and deliver them towards here. The, and this is going to be where the mall is going to be changed to. Where the mall is going to be changed to. And here I plan to set the rocket silos. And here I will be set for uranium processing. This is the spawn point. I plan to set for uranium processing. As for now, we don't really have much resources going. We don't have a resource shortage at the moment, it seems. But we have a lot of iron going. We need to find a way to dispose this 70,000 iron. Not just the iron here. Basically, many chests here have been storing iron, and that's not what I want to see. Alright, so the next is the input of oil products. And there is water next to the place. That's why I plan to put the oil processing here, as it's easier to get to the water this way. I laid down the piping stand. 90 out of 320. Hope this covers what I need. If not, then I don't know what to say. Anyways. We will need more than one offshore pump to feed the water needed for this thing. So I will go for some to get this covered, because we need quite a bit of water for all the processes that we are going to use here. The Factorio processing and the cracking. And then we need to input oil. This is the oil pipeline. So we can pour oil pipeline here. Then we should be good. Now I going to uh, start working on plastic. So the plastic is that's 12 per second. Doesn't really cover it. We'll go with this instead. Then the petroleum can deliver to the. Then we can treat the plastic similar to smelting or petroleum delivered this way. And that will be the plastic. Though petroleum can be an issue on this. But we are slowly but surely getting the needed almost. Uh, oh. Oil is running. Uh, I'm not sure what is going on. Maybe because of interrupted traffic. I'm not sure. Oh. The traffic is really going. Oh. Yeah. I need to fix that because terrible things could happen there. Trying to find problems, trying to fix problems. I only hope problem gets fixed. Because the problem doesn't get fixed, then I don't know how how this will go. Because I have been encountering problems, but I am not sure why this is happening. So I'm trying to find the reason behind this. Any cloggage going, because I'm uncertain about that. We will see about the interrupts later. Can't be sure why the interrupt should work properly, as I have tried this type of interrupt. Anyways, the plastic is going, and the last thing I want to do is advance circuits. Then we should be good for a transition to a new mode. So the first part of the picture is going to be what I have taken from the electronic circuits. And the last one is going to be the copper plates. So the first part is advanced circuits. The front circuit is a bit interesting in the way that it's not so easy to design an advanced circuit build. So I will set up copper cable there and advanced circuits here. Here I'm gonna set up a filter that is gonna be filtering. It's gonna be making sure the size of the and we're going to completely flip this section. And definitely make sure this is going with that is going to be the first row. need to make sure I indicate the existing point. Otherwise, I can be confused. And then we copy the whole thing over and over again. Then the second layer. So that's the second part of the second film. And we can basically continue like this. Nicely compressed. I should also have this. Let's see, I can squeeze this. Alright, so that is going to be the advanced records if everything goes right. Which is highly unlikely, but we will have to see. Now we're already running out of this. So we will most likely going to need even more bells production. It seems that we need more gears. So I will be asking for more gears to speed this up. So more logistic robots supposed to take the gears to be able to speed up the process, but even to further speed up the process, so I can get more of those going. Because I've been running out. I should also finish the wagon part, so I don't have to worry about the wagon part. Though it takes like a very long time for the wagons to be finished. Let's just continue with wagons. What is that? Engine. We don't need engines for wagons, but we will need engines for electric engines to make robots. But that is not really something to worry about for now. I will just kill every wagon that I'm gonna place for each train. Let's see advanced circuits. Good. Alright. That part is basically good. As for this part though. That should be good. For real this time. Then we should be continue producing advanced circuits then. As I don't think we will be able to squeeze more in this production. They are 144, which is yeah, that's a lot of advanced circuits throughput. I should be good with this for now. But we'll see if we need more throughput in the future. But yeah, that's advanced circuits. So advanced circuits are out of the way. Next thing is we are going to start work on the delivery section. So we need to tear the whole thing up. I should first take off the train section. Otherwise, the trains are also deleted. And then we're going to force them to the mining section. So I can get them out of the picture, out of the place. Then we are going to use the deconstruction plan to tear the whole thing up. Don't delete this because that's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I want to do this by myself because that will involve intensive robot work if I don't. Because there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of robots basically. Let's just change this back to the regular rail signals. Is no longer intersection to a translation sum was later removed. And as for the concrete on this section, I actually will have a problem on that, but that's the first part, and then we are running out of robots because oh dear, the robot work is insane on this. Anyways, the first thing I absolutely have to do is to take out everything I have in my inventory. We have a slightly big increase in inventory, so I have a bit of space to work on. But I need even more space to carry everything that I potentially going to need to carry. For the entire factory. For example, the copper. The copper is a great example on this. As you can already see, a lot of copper plates is heavily impacting the efficiency of the robots, so we definitely want to take these down. As you can already see, that's a lot of stacks of copper plates. And the fish. I don't want the fish in the storage. They spoil. The fish spoil. I don't want the spoil to spoil this, as we don't have fish breeding, which is quite a bit late thing, but it does exist. Fish breeding does exist, and that's how you're going to be able to get legendary fish easily. Though not so easily because it still involves a lot of work. If you want to get a legendary fish, let's say, it's not easy to get a legendary fish. It involves having huge number of fish, let's say. But now we are going to deconstruct everything except for the chest. If I want to deconstruct everything except for the chest, I might as well just use this instead. Anyways, I don't know why that copper receiver hasn't been typed. But yeah. Now nothing is on the line of the construction. Now time for the most insane part of the picture. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. Oh jeez. Oh dear. That's really not gonna be easy. Is it? We... Oh dear. Yo, okay. That's way too much copper. I would have admitted that that's way too much copper. I really don't want to do this. But I might have to. But it probably has to be done this way. It's just too much copper. But we can't hold this. No worries though. Upgrades will cover less. We don't really need to worry about this point copper. We will be producing even more copper over time. So that is, I would admit, there's quite a bit of copper. That's off the building. I'm bringing my robots. Oh shit. As for coal, I think I will just keep the coal, but one thing for sure is I'm gonna be using an active provider for this. Iron is still going, but we no longer have copper. Go on. Anyways, what I can also do is to help out the robots because oh my god, the robots are gonna go nuts with this. So we definitely need to help the robots out for this. Alright, so there is the coal. This is a lot of coal. Yes. Anyways, the logistic robots is uh, has finished the work. Anyways, in the next part, uh, I'm going to com- complete the transition of the Baltimore, and I will start to work on the science production, so I can finally research again and proceed on further stuff and potentially uh, go to Gleba. It's it's a difficult planet, so I really want to be ready before going. Anyways, if we want to see, uh, if we want to follow the series, consider subscribing, turn on the notifications, and I will see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.